Hip-Hop Melbourne Burn Legacy event. Got my co-host with me, Nymphlow.
What's going on? Shout out to our sponsors, Union Heights, Battle Rap Australia and Dogs of War Photography.
Alright, on the right hand side, all the way from Adelaide, we got Ness.
Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at SuperbNess. Fuck Carl.
On my left hand side, all the way from Sydney, we got Carlos the Jakl.
I'm following him on Instagram, whatever he fucking said. Carlos the Jakl.
Alright, we decided off camera, it's on Ness, so round one.
Yo, before I start,
Hold it down.
hold it down. Before I start, he's mad that I'm giving him the opportunity, and it's filling him with rage because he's just another nobody rapper that's using my name for reaction like conspiracy and shades. Faggots. Yo, Battle Rap Australia's Breakout Battler Award. You're looking at this year's nominee versus forever mid-tier, probably. I'm just stating facts. Future champ, soon enough you'll see this league will have my face and my name attached. I can hear it calling me now. Ness, 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 Ness. I just need to up the view count, the attendance, or the paper stacks. It's a domino effect. Because once you start pushing numbers, then the chain reacts. And if I'm not at the corner store, shifting bricks like Rubik's Cubes and a long nose lighting up the block like Cubit dudes, told the homie in the crowd, see any kind of movement, shoot. So if he bugs, tell his mans get to duck it. Now they Looney Tunes, gang full of warriors, strapped with the vest. Ain't no new recruits. The click make you dance when it's sing. We a music group, already said I take heads as a trophy. It's my duty to have his whole team rally for the prize like Subaru. But let me switch up. You said you take the Lord's name in vain. Well, now I know we both shooters, and I'll admit I reacted from that. But other than that belt around your arm, I'm thinking maybe the Jakl gone slack. I mean, what's more believable? I squeeze and blast, or him needle marks? Who you think really got the hammer cocked back? I'm saying I brought gun bars to make it even. Now we both looking like rappers on smack, but that's what I get for battling you, Fizz. I'm sorry, Carlos the Jakl. Looking like a fucking drug addict with a heart on for battles. I bet you fell off the wagon a few times when you've embarked on your travels, but now it looks like you're back on the horse. But you aren't on the saddle. See, since back when, he's treated a crack den like a church or a safe haven. You told Bills you do the devil's work. Well, I guess you rain-making, worshipping the ice until it hails Satan. Everybody know the shit, Brody's sick. But he's pale-facing. See the smoke or sniff, Moby Dick. He makes a habit out of looking for the white. Guess he whale-chasing. Are you paying attention? Are you staying focused? Well, that's fair enough. In the crowd, they hanging off my every word. At home, all they see on the screen is you down 1-0 like the Matrix loading. We living different. I get paid in small amounts. He gets paid in doses. Shit, I'll crush your bones just to make some bread. I was raised with ogres. I think they should know that real talk has a business structure for my opponents. This time they went with the easy fix model. And I may seem a teensy bit hostile, but thanks to him, I'm in the middle of the fucking card. Even the top dogs seem a bit boggled, because when I'm booked, it's always a main event like a Stephen King novel, but stay warned, it's really rape porn. Because you won't admit it, but really you click the link just to see this bitch grovel.
Alright, we got the first round of Carlos the Jakl. Hold it down.
So let me get straight to the point. Now that I'm up close and personal like a bayonet, just realize there's no turning back now. What I'm saying there is my sharp wit's got a serrated edge that'll maim your flesh in the event of an escape attempt. So I just let his own anxiety cripple him. Cause I just told him break a leg, and now I'll make my pen put the rewind on your whole career like tape cassettes. Dude's a straight up mess. Leave you lying in it, laying dead on stage, that's where you made your bed. Bitch, I will put you in a coma and unplug your life support to charge my phone when it's at 98%. You've been mid-tier your whole life, no stripes, you ain't a vet, this super smash shit. I don't even need to go hard in the game. Now I got this shit on lock and I'm playing Nez. I stay a threat. You stay threatened. I mean, you may pen some okay shit. Jesus fucking Christ, you could use stage presence because you put all this work into planning your shit out. But then you buckle in the face of every dude they send you and still end up dying when it's crunch time like a doomsday prepper. So this is Carlos versus some Gronk. And don't you even try to tell him it's not. This professional flop's best shit gets mocked, they assassinate your character. I ain't even need a fucking weapon to pop. I just came here to play my part as a heckler and koch. Or you take this shit to heart like an adrenaline shot. Give a fuck if a bunch of online battlers reckon his penmanship's hot. This the Nintendo kid. Watch. I love his old family and hysterics over the sight of Ness in a box.
Yes.
See, I ain't never been gassed. I'm a breath of fresh air, here to up the oxygen levels. You a fish out of water, flopping his breathless, gills in his side like, yeah, them whack bars are gonna end up looking real hot in the edit. You up in here looking like a giant thumb that suffers from chronic depression. I'll have him rocking a splint on the side of his face. You get double crossed in a second, struck with a handle of broken clock. Catch the right twice in a day. See, I'm naturally gifted. My whole life I rocked a crown of horns. I am the motherfucking goat. Came out the womb in January, a Capricorn, accepted this as a calling. Now the audience in awe as I tear apart your fragile form. You can thank the Lord. And KARNI when he summoned me by gathering all 7 Dragon Balls. You've been next in line for a while now, Ness. Shit, just wait until the standard falls. You playing the waiting game? Makes me wonder what the fuck you're even rapping for. You got no conviction when you're spitting. So even if the written word is airtight, like that's the law, the only time you see the crown witness is when he's sitting on the standing court.
Yes. I ain't got that next round on Ness. Round 2, hold it down.
I said I needed a plate. A smorgasbord for the hunger, and you're all they could afford in the budget. They offered me all I could eat, but you were about all I could stomach. So imagine how I feel, persevering through all of the judgment, climbing this molehill of a mountain they call mid-tier, and you're at the summit. Man, your whole character seems a bit suspect. And I braced myself a couple years ago, but I still never thought me and Beavis would butt heads. See, I rolled deep. I rolled deep with some schemers and roughnecks. You rolled teams with a team full of fuckheads. The only other multi I could think of was penis and bum sex. Eshe faggot. No one cares that you're angry as fuck because someone capped your tag on a train of your mum's. Come on, bro, I'll get you back next week, man. It's not an acceptable payment for drugs. You look like you weigh the same as a bug. One hit and you break in the dust, yet you still talk shit once I've crossed the street, then proceed to shadow box while you wait for the bus. Man, him and his fucking mates writing statuses about the 2 days they lasted doing honest work, calling the boss a jerk, then trying to sell something that's worth $500, but settling for $50 to whoever offers first. What do Eshes do when it's not perfect weather for Nike shorts and collared shirts? Trick question. It's always perfect weather for Nike I just feel bad for KARNI. Imagine how he feels when he has to fight in sponsors. Nike, Puma, Adelaide decline because these little faggots try acting like mobsters. You look like some shab and lag combined lab designed by the Frankenstein doctor. Wow. Legend has it he hangs by the tracks and writes graph at night. The Frankston Lions monster. And I know Matt called you a lad too, so I made sure I didn't have any of the lines Alex had said, but you lost to him, and you think you can beat me? You'd have a better chance if you guys battled again, a fucking fat guy and a junkie cunt high out of his head. Add some rhyme patterns and it's basically a live-action Pineapple Express. Yo, and speaking of stoner movies, and all your last battles booked, yeah, Ashton Kutcher. I don't want to get too specific, but Carl lost so bad, he's asking his dude, where is it? See, I take advice from the greats. That's why my brand shows some improvement in it. Maybe you need to ask a G if you fit the format in order to move your image, Carl. Yeah. Honestly, I think you and I can be friends. We both like to see ends. We both work a 9 to 5 just trying to survive for weekends, but the difference is, I dream of a nice old house and to drive a BM. You dream of a White Ox pouch and some Nike TNs.
Alright, we got that next round on Carlos. Make some fucking noise now, man. Alright, let's go, Carlos.
Fuck any angle you may have. You're up in here gambling with your life, but I ain't take chances. I see through every card you could possibly pull on me, like Rain Man, nowhere near my peak. This is base camp, surrounded by these fake acts. The one real dude in a scene full of overly animated characters. Space Jam. You got the musical taste of a 15-year-old white chick, Ness. I mean, you do you, bro. I don't rate that, but I can't hate that. But since he's such a fucking Drake fan, I'll make him the poster boy for his own body bag. Stay chatting beef out of dawn, my fist turn your whole face black. So Ness is unique. So what? Because you got some crazy sense of humour that we all vibe off. Besides lots of Simpsons references, all I ever seem to see you do is try to make sure no one here can take you seriously. Stop trying to fucking steal my job. I mean, it's all well and good they give you a topic to write on and you just write off, spit some bars that's laced with self-doubt, but that's just insurance to you. We all know the policy, your shit don't land properly, you're just paying yourself out. But it was fucking hard looking at this basic bitch and trying to fill a page with rhymes. So I hit Ness up to write some bars for me to spit against himself. I figured he was the best man for the job so long as I paid him right, I didn't want to waste his time. Told him to fork out mad bands for the flames you write, just name your price, he's like, don't worry. I'll do this shit for free, this one's personal. I fucking hate that guy. Your shit's fucking dumb. You go from constantly reminding us you have no self-confidence whatsoever to trying to make knife bars and threats work. I can't really take you seriously when you suddenly decide to switch your whole personality up like everyone in here is gonna get hurt, especially when you look like Oz Battle Rap's Fred Durst. This motherfucker will be like, yo, me and the squad about to run up on you and let the tech burst. Just gotta leave my house, find a squad and make some actual friends first. And Ness first goes from awkward to violent to just plain ending real badly in the space of about a minute. Like when white people say N-words. Dude, I know you only do that shit as a defense mechanism. Trying to play it off like if your bars don't land, well they would have if you would put effort in it. You would try it though, but you had drive though. So it's hell tragic seeing that safety net blow up in your face like airbags, left your neck snapped. Ness blacks out, turns blue and dies slow because it all comes too much for you. You realize me playing for the winning team ticks all the boxes, you being content with supporting the losing side don't, and when that day comes, I'll be smiling at your dead body. Dangling from the noose you tied, folding origami middle fingers out your suicide note.
Alright, we got that last round on this.
It's hot.
Let's go, my brother.
What?
I'm pretty sure a white guy.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna keep saying that. It's gonna be
Yeah. I said I needed a plate. Wait, that was the second verse. I said he's forever mid-tier. There's a reason that I started off with that. See, KARNI gave me the hit, so I added another one for the record like Khalid on the track. I see Vega and Ted making big moves, and I'm after the same. So you'll be disappointed if you think Carl is stopping that. See, I hate to take shots at you, but for me to aim for a spot in their circle, left a target on your back. You all saw that Blair Fizz promo, right? Well, that has two meanings, because anyone who's a fan of man's shit won't believe their eyes when they see their idol hanging from a tree. Get the handy cam quick, watch him freeze up, get killed by a landslide like an avalanche hit. You couldn't pay me to pull punches. So if you think I'm going to keep your exchange with bills under the table, then that's something you can be cashing hands with. So you had a massive fall from grace. But you started out rising fast, hit the drugs, thought you had a hold on the hammer. But it kept grasping you by the arm, then he started thinking he Thor, Infinity War. The way he hit Bill's hard with the Bible bars, what I'm saying is, it took a God to kickstart the heart of a dying star, and you still lost, but got me. What's after this, L? You thinking of challenging Ted? Come on, man, you're losing to newcomers. Maybe a tryout battle is best, even with draws. You can't account for the losses on your record, you're amassing a debt. You owed it to us to put someone in their place. But it proved too much for you to pay your dues, and when bills came along, you couldn't balance a check. See, that's why the leagues love him. He's a perfect filler battler when they're stacking the car, because he's always up and down. Either lacking the performance or lacking the bars. That's why he's active in the forums. Since Bills killed him, he's had to maintain his status with the fans and the staff, acting like a yo-yo. He thinks pulling strings in their circle will have him back in his palm, and that's the problem. That's the problem with all of them. They all claim to be killers, clowns, or sick rappers, but I'm the only one that can put it all together. That's that it factor. See, hate it or love it, I'm building heights. And watch these big mouths talk and talk over the wave like some dispatchers. But when it comes time to rock and roll, they get to walking funny. Bunch of Mick Jaggers. See, that's that mid-tier mentality. Show no love and buy into your own hype. Man, these fans have you fooled, thinking you're creating a little wave, but it's easy to make a splash from a shallow end of a talent pool. See, the difference is I take the advice on board, and if you choose not to, then let that ego be the death of you, but it just goes to show that if I don't make top tier, then neither will the rest of you.
Yeah. Alright, we got that last round on Carlos.
See, we are not alike. Fuck a simile. Any thread of resemblance between him and me gets torn apart when I split the seam. Swing of battle axes of symmetry. His hype diminished, see? You've been on a run. Now watch him sprint from me. Caught you in a flash like this, a speed camera. Now my knuckles are better than bits of teeth. Performance alone keeps getting you washed, Ness. Rinse, repeat. And they've been seeing you shit the bed on stage for far too long. Looks like I'm the one they called in to switch the sheets. I don't need to stretch the facts to get an angle right or fit the scheme. The truth hit like a ton of bricks. And we gonna see him deceased as soon as the bricks hit your system like Little Pete. Because after your last performance, you had a fat fucking whinge online about how hard it is to find motivation to keep penning shit. Yeah, like we should all be so lucky to see you get up on stage and do literally anything. Ness, if you can't find it in yourself to keep getting excited for the opportunities that you're getting given, then just quit. Because if your path to progression hitting nothing but red lights, well, you're a smart man. You should be able to connect that with the fact that you project an image we can all only ever see represented as a negative. So what, you can't be fucked penning shit? Well, that's bread rolls, coleslaw, roast chook breast meat. I mean, it's not like you ain't capable of cooking. It's just that you can't be fucked putting your best in for the sake of seeing everyone else eat. You think you deserve top tier opponents delivered straight up to that pedestal you put yourself on, and the blind support of 100 nerds online telling you that you project hate? Well, this is less than showmanship. Because I gotta teach him, you gotta get your hands dirty for the sake of fucking up a trick. That's the prestige. Yeah. See, I incept seeds of repressed grief and the nest dreams of success. Fleeting. Shit, I'm making wanna do anything except sleep. I ain't sitting waiting around for a meal to make itself appear on a silver plate, but this kid just played the game like that. Watching the minutes tick away until the perfect picture fit the frame, which will explain the inevitable decline in your interest rate. Boy, I'll be catching all these little breaks as kindling a blaze for the sake of building a bigger flame. I ain't bitch complaining about the opportunities that I've given, mate. I could decorate the Sistine Chapel with finger paint, but your shit is played. It's either awkward attempts to self-deprecate mixed with fake threats you make. You just spit the same basic plot outline in every battle. And that's cool, because in a way you're just outlining the plot in the cemetery or on a dig your grave.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, give it up for that.